Hello?
Yo.
Oh, wait, hold up. I hear you, but not very well.
Yes. Oh, goodness. You sound so low for me. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I need to get water. See.
Turn on your video?
I don't know. I thought we were doing a podcast.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Your video
He said yeah.
too?
I don't know. I thought we were doing that. You're gonna do a podcast where it's just like a Spotify podcast where we don't show our face?
No, I'm gonna put my face right now. I was just getting everything good. How the hell did I?
Dun, 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 dun. How's the day, bro?
It was chill. A little bit of fishing after work.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, yours?
Good, man. Every day is a blessed day. Coworkers, they've been cool, so I had a pretty good day. It's better lighting. Oh, too much lighting. Maybe a little bit more calm. Oh, your camera's not going.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. It's because of the OBS.
You got a crappy camera, huh?
No, it's because it's open in OBS, and for some reason it always fucks up everything else.
Yeah, your camera's dog, bro.
Using my Razer Kiyo. I'm not using my Logitech because I have the other original like streaming shit. I have it on my other computer. I'm using my laptop right now in the workshop.
Yeah, the Razer Kiyo is horrible, bro. Look at the picture I sent you too.
Jesus.
See, bro. I told you, bro. Razer Kiyo is horrible, bro.
Oh man. Damn.
Yeah, bro. I had this for like a couple of years now, like 2 years. Yeah, not bad. It's alright.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck my Discord is not detecting it.
I had to restart.
Video. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Oh, blur out my background. Oh, there it goes.
Changing the settings, yeah. Damn, your shit's all fucking like. It changed the tone on my shit or something, making me look darker than I am.
Like, is this guy Mexican or is he freaking
I know.
African? Yeah, Mexican or African.
Golly. I could change the settings.
Let's see. Dang, I don't like this background. What the hell?
Blur.
I got this one.
Let me turn it off here real quick. OBS virtual camera, what the hell is that?
What's up with it? I don't care anyways. I don't need to hide nothing. Had to hide nothing.
There we go. I think that's changes it in here. Hold up. Let me go grab my other glasses. You know what? I don't even need my glasses. I don't know why I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
Not like I'm gaming anyways.
Yeah.
Alrighty then, let's get that. Here. It's showing it now. Stop your camera or what?
Yeah, because I'm trying to change something real quick. I gotta make the image a little bit more sharper. Okay, I'll turn it back on.
That's open. Bye. Why is it capturing whole window though? Gonna be display. Be that window cap. Oh, it's supposed to... I'm just gonna make it as a... or display captures. Yeah, there it goes. Fucking up. All right. Got it up and running. I'm in the garage. Well, not the garage, but I'm in the workshop.
Nice.
So just a couple updates of why I haven't really been streaming that much. Mainly because of the move to Texas. Finally got my house, so that's dope as fuck. Currently in my workshop, you guys can see. And I did release a few shorts on my YouTube about fishing and all that stuff, what I've been up to over here, which is mainly fishing. But yeah, hopefully I'll have like a lot of openings, a lot of like my favorite lures, I guess. If you guys are into fishing and all that, be sure to follow, drop a like, let me know what your favorite lures are and all that stuff so I can test them out and try them over here. But yeah, this podcast is gonna be just pretty much an update between me and my brother, what's been going on between us and how things are going. Maybe we'll touch a little bit on future goals, future planning. I will mention a couple things about what's gonna happen with the channel, which I kind of already described a little bit, which is gonna be fishing. Just gotta get into more recording though. I tend to forget a lot. I tend to leave my camera either in the workshop or in my car, but I gotta get a lot better at actually carrying it with me and freaking editing these videos that I have and am gonna have. But yeah, I mean, changed the channel. You guys already seen what the new name is. I basically just added life to it, so it's Fishmo Life. Cause it's that fishing life, and then maybe I'll drop in a few little like vlogs or something of what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do and all that, the new homeowner life and all that crap that you gotta go through. But yeah, a lot of projects are gonna be made in here in my workshop. I got my desk already, I got a lot of tools. I want to really get into woodworking. I got my saws, I got my drills, I got my, pretty much everything I need to get started. So I want to start creating like desks, cabinets, all that stuff, home furniture, just dabble in it a little bit, maybe pick that up as a new hobby. And then I do want to get into making lures as well, creating some. So I got to get a microwave in here. I got to get, my molds and all that stuff. And who knows, shit, my lures might end up getting, popular and all that, especially because I fished a bunch of different types, so I know what I prefer, and I'll probably just make some that I feel will be pretty useful. Maybe make some new types of jig heads, some new types of hooks and all that that'll end up blowing up down the line. Maybe start a little Etsy or whatever Temu business on the side as a hobby of mine, not for like money or nothing, but mostly just so I could get my shit out there and hopefully you guys like it too. But yeah, so let's get started then. Pretty much just yabbing all. But you want to introduce yourself?
You guys see me before in the old podcast. I'm Keanu, I'm Alex's brother. We just been making big changes, man. We've been living life a little bit more instead of gaming. I think we got in a little bit older. As you get older, your priorities starts to shift, and we're starting to game in real life now instead of online and virtually now. And we got I think it's really important for someone to grow and change. You can't be the same person every single time. You can't be if you stay the same from year 1 to year 10, man, that gets old, that gets stale, and I mean, it's not something that me and Alex are really on. We always want to change and we want to become better and do different things. So that's why I remember his old channel used to be Gizmo Elite, and then it went to like Samurai Saiyan, and then it went to like all these different types of channels, because it's kind of cool to see it now. It's like it's a progression. You know, you kind of see different phases of his life, which is very interesting. But that's besides the point. My life has been different. Last time I was on here, I was acting a little bit more crazier, a little bit more wild, or saying some things and not getting fully into the conversations maybe, or whatever. But now life is totally different. I mean, got braces now. That's different. I mean, I've been doing a whole bunch of schooling, reading, been occupying my time with reading, grinding. I had a job before that was pretty cool, gave me opportunities. I left that job. Now I'm a part of a union job. So I'm a union carpenter in Las Vegas. Anything in Las Vegas, pretty much we've touched, my company in the union. And that's a little bit about what's going on. So I'll give it back to you, Alex.
Yeah, like he mentioned, he's been making a lot of changes. He has been uploading some more videos on his channel too. You want to give a shout out to your channel?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name right off top of my head.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I changed my channel. It's called Learn All the Way. I mean, I could put my link in Alex's channel or Fishmill's channel. I release. Learn All the Way.
Check it out.
It's basically about just building yourself, personal growth. It's one of those channels because I feel like my life has pivoted that way, and I want to help people just like some people help me on YouTube. So 2 weeks ago I made my first video for this channel. It's Why Do I Feel Lost and Unfulfilled? It gives you some basic information that can help you if you feel like you feel like you're stuck in a rat race or a cycle. I give a little bit of helps and tips just for people who are trying anything and everything. This is for you. And I released a video last week, Rebuild in Your 20s to Shape Your Mindset. So that basically what the title says is what I'm talking about. Give it a look at it if you feel like you need some personal growth tips.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure you guys drop a like and a follow. You know, you guys looking for motivation, or just even where to start off and all that. I mean, everybody starts at phase 1. He pretty much mentions it in his, and just his way of thinking, and just like-minded people. If you're out there and you watch the video and you feel the same way, there you go. Got someone else that's same as you. You guys can compare your ideas, brainstorm stuff, comments, all that stuff. They go a long way. You guys make new friends, new connections that way. So just get out there and do it. But yeah, I saw his videos too. I same stuff that me and him. We're very much alike. We have the same thought process as well. And I am the older brother. So I try to be the model here and there, or try to give my little bit of wisdom that I have on him, because I'm just like a couple years older, but still, I'll just try to help him out as much as I can, so that way he doesn't make the same mistakes I make. But yeah, I mean, very good, thorough videos. It did make me laugh a little bit though, because you can tell, he's just starting, so don't judge the videos either, but.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be completely perfect or nothing, but still, it's a start.
Yeah.
At least he did that first step. A lot of people can make fun of it and all that, but I mean, where's their step? It doesn't exist. So everybody starts somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just at the point where like I don't really care about the amateur type of view. I just think of it more of the message and what's behind it. And yeah, my brother, man, I really look up to my brother. I mean, if you don't have a brother, at least go find someone who can be like a figure to you, like your brother, man. Your brother means everything, and family's everything. And I do take consideration about what my brother says. So I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, so it's a lot of he's been going through a lot of like life coaching stuff, and you know, he's even given me information on stuff that I had no idea, you know, what to do and all that, you know, investing and all that stuff. You know, have dabbled in it a little bit more. I did end up making my SoFi. I made an account with them and all that, and I'm also like doing a little bit of trading and, you know, Bitcoin and stuff like that, like just to see, you know, just dabbling. It's not as scary as you guys would think. It's not a lot of information either, but I mean, it's enough for you to get started. And then just there's plenty of videos on YouTube as well. That's where I was going. That's where I was watching and learning, if anything. But yeah, just dipping my toes in the waters right now. Hopefully later on, you know, you guys can see what that first step ended up becoming, the final step to where, you know, I'm not working for anybody but myself. You know, that's the dream. That's the goal. It's gonna end up happening. But yeah, you know, just baby steps right now. Baby steps. He mentions, you know, the process that he does, you know, waking up every morning, his routine and all that stuff. So be sure you guys watch it and get some ideas. You know, I got a few ideas out of that too. So yeah. But definitely, you know, new experiences we're going to be going through, you know, especially, you know, him having this channel, you know, doing that. And then me, hopefully, you know, I get these podcasts going every weekend and all that, just mention some stuff, what's going on, you know, in my life and all that stuff. And hopefully you guys can gain some experience out of this video too. You know, hopefully it helps you guys out. You know, you guys are looking for someone to talk to. We're always here. It's something that we, you know, enjoy. We like talking to new people. We like helping people. It's just who we are. But yeah, don't be afraid. Drop that comment. Let us know what's going on in your head, even if it's just like something simple, like, oh, you know, like, what's your favorite color or something, you know, just talk to us. That's the main thing, is communication.
And it will, you know, it will, you know, it's not gonna be a wish or anything. It will happen. I mean, this year we're totally on a different level, man. I mean, my brother made some crazy accomplishments. I mean, my brother's like really the only one in my family that I could think of who's actually bought a house and who's like kind of made steps to try to improve his life. He's made a huge move to California, to Texas. I mean, we can't stop this year, man. I'm making moves too, man. It's all the way up in 2025. I mean, and after, for sure.
Yeah, so we'll do like a little brush up on what's been going on. Like he mentioned, used to live in Cali, did a lot of my videos there. You know, if you guys watch my gaming streams and all that, they were all mostly, you know, done there. I did take them off of my YouTube. I didn't delete them. I just made them private just because I wanted to do a fresh start on the channel, you know, start something new and get it going that way. I'm not saying that there won't be any more gaming. There might be, depending on what kind of games are out there, if they're interesting or anything like that. But we'll see. We'll dabble in it here and there and just not, you know, waste too much time on other games that just, you know, aren't even fun and they're just stressful and all that. Like, I'm trying to stay away from all that trash. I'd rather spend my time doing something that I actually enjoy. That's the main thing, is enjoying your life, not having to be stressed about what you're doing. And, you know, fortunately, a lot of people just get stuck in that rut. Hopefully you guys can get out of it. But yeah, so moved from Cali to Texas, you know, had that chance. I was first step right there, you know, already was just making that move, that drastic change right there. Ended up getting a good job over here, you know, ended up, you know, getting a lot of experience, you know, got into fishing over here, which was, you know, a really positive thing in my life that I really, you know, I'm thankful for having. You know, was living with somebody, you know, that were, you know, very grateful for just the chances they gave us, you know, to be there and, you know, help us, you know, build and all that to the future that we want. Just recently got the house, you know, maybe a year and a half later, I think it was, living here in Texas. I ended up getting my house, which I'm in now, which I've been in for about, I think like 2 months, maybe 2-3 months, around there. But yeah, I mean, I that's what I set out to do when I moved over here. I said, you know, I'm gonna move out there, I'm gonna get a better job, I'm gonna make a good living, you know,
Oh yeah.
try to get my house, you know, and then just have my own place, call mine, and that's what I did. And now it's on to bigger and better things. You know, what's the next step from here on out, which is gonna end up being just establish myself, gain as much knowledge as I can, you know, when I can, how I can, get more into learning new things. Like I said, new hobbies, woodworking, you know, investing, you know, that's a major one right there too that I really want to get into and focus on too. Establish more of a connection, you know, with my family as well. You know, try to make sure I spend enough time with them, you know, do the things they want to do. You know, I've been doing a lot of that too, you know, taking them out, even if it's just, you know, walking to the park, which luckily I'm like 5 minutes away from a park right here that's right next to me, so we literally can just walk over there and, you know, go explore and all that there, which we have done a couple of times, but I want to do that a lot more. I've been grinding at work too, you know. Unfortunately, work is not going as good as I had hoped. You know, I had high hopes at work. Might be moving soon. I've been getting a lot of calls, you know, interviews, been putting in more applications, just trying to get up there and not be stuck in a rut at work where you just don't see yourself going anywhere anymore. So that's something that, you know, we'll talk about later on. But for now, the main thing is just being thankful, you know, being thankful I'm here, you know, I'm alive, I have another day, you know, nobody's promised anything, you know, it's just life, you know, live it. Just, I hope you guys end up, you know, having that chance to open your eyes and wake up and realize, you know, try not to dwell too much on the past, try not to dwell on people's, you know, thinking and thoughts of you, anything like that. Just focus on yourself, building yourself as a better person, you know, enjoying the life you have with your family. You know, if you got kids, you know, spend as much time as you can with them, and just, you know, live life. That's the main thing, is just gain as much experience as you can of life and have no regrets. And if you guys, you know, are in that position where it's like, you know, you don't know what to do anymore, you have no idea, you know, how to move on or proceed, or, you know, go visit the channel, you know, he'll explain it over there where you guys need to get, you know, going, you know, write things down, put down your goals, you know, to get into that routine, become a better person. You know, it's easy. It's not as hard as you guys think. It's pretty easy. The only thing is just, like I said, taking that first step. That's probably the hardest part, is that first step. But once you do it, oh man, you'll be looking back and being thankful you did it. So trust me, just make sure you guys do that.
Yeah, and if you guys are around our age, man, I mean, this is a prime time to take some risks, man, and try something new. And if you're not getting the results you want, man, just, I mean, look at Alex, man, and just from rags to riches, man. He went to, he literally went from AutoZone to doing a computing job where they fix things like computers on airplanes, and they mess with stuff like that. They do so much technical stuff that, I mean, my brother was frankly not qualified for, and he took the chance and he learned on the way, and he just came into a job where he had he just had commitment. That's all he had to prove. And he just, man, I mean, that's commendable for sure. Like, but man, you got to take chances. If you're around our age, man, take chances, man. Take risks. My brother went from California to Texas, man. Take risks. I mean, I don't mean to glaze or something, you know what I mean? But I'm for real, you know, it's like, it's cool to see people like you care about, like, winning, man. And
that's the best feeling right there. It's just,
man,
the people you love and everything, just you see them doing good and moving on up. That's like the best feeling in the world right there.
Yeah. But other than that, man, just every day, man, every day you have the ability to change your life, man. So don't think you just can wake up, and if you're not satisfied with your job, man, and you feel crappy, and you come home and you feel crappy, and you look forward to Friday, and then you hit your weekend and you feel crappy, like you have nothing to do. Like, man, start planning stuff, man. Start living. I mean, you got kids, like Alex said, man, go take them out to the park, go do something different. It's so easy to get distracted at home and thinking that your TV or your phone is it, man. Like, that's your weekend, man. But no, it's not, man. You're missing out on a lot of life going by, you know. So that's all I really can talk about. And
Yeah, just don't be content. Don't settle on things, when that can be improved, like how he mentioned. Don't spend too much time on, fruitless things, just try to branch out, learn something new, pick up a new hobby, you never know, like something you might pick up along the way ends up becoming something you love, like how I did with fishing. Fishing, I never expected I was gonna come over here and start fishing and love it, but I did it. I took that step. I not knowing how to do any of that, but I looked up videos. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. I went out, I got a rod, I tried it out, and that's it. I was hooked instantly. So whether it's taking things apart, mechanically, electronically, working with your hands, carpentry, all that stuff, that's a really good experience to have, because you never know when the grid is just gonna fall off and we're not gonna have no more electricity, and you're gonna need those survival skills. We'll definitely build on those, build on that, just make sure you're able to be self-reliant, if anything. But also, enjoy life. Don't look at it as a chore, that you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, oh man, I gotta go to work, I gotta go through this, and then I gotta do this and that. Like, no, don't look at it that way. Look at it as an experience. Even if it's something that's bad, the best thing is still doing it, because you're always gonna gain experience no matter what. If it's good, if it's bad, doesn't matter. That experience is gonna be given to you, and you're gonna have it for the rest of your life, and it's gonna end up improving your life down the line no matter what. So either way, if it's a negative, positive, it's always gonna be positive. So just make sure you guys take that step and enjoy your life more, be more humble, show your beauty off to the world, and just experience the beauty that the world has to offer as well. Be a more loving, caring person to your fellow human beings. People, they all have different lives, they all have different shoes. You don't know what anybody's been through, so don't think just because someone's acting a certain way, they're a bad person or you should be bad towards them. Don't. Just benefit of the doubt. I'm not gonna lie and say there's no snakes, in the grass and all that. There is, but just make sure that you're not taking down with them. Don't give them that satisfaction. The good thing about that is that once you realize someone is a snake, you could just cut them off, and that's it. It's gonna be their loss, not yours. You gain that experience, you realize who that person really was, and they're out of your life for good now. That's it. It's done. So always look towards the future. Look towards becoming a better person and gaining as much like I said, experience from life as you can, because that's all gonna come in handy down the line, and hopefully you can pass down that experience you further to future generations, and it ends up becoming a family curse that's been broken. That's the main thing. It's just more people need to start being more caring, and we need to stop relying so much on technology as well. I'm not saying technology is a bad thing. It's not, but still, it's just don't stay stuck in that rut to where you have to rely on technology. Don't, because you don't. Because look at our ancestors. They didn't have technology. They survived. They had fun with life. They did all these other things. We don't need it. It needs us. Look at it that way. But yeah, that's just just a little bit of a rant, but just hopefully you guys see it that way. That's just the way we see things, the way we view things, and just hopefully it helps you out, opens your eyes a little bit, and yeah, just nothing but blessings to all of you. That higher creator right there, he's the man. He's the one that loves you unconditionally. He'll never leave your side no matter what. So always be thankful.
Yep. You want to get us in our first topic? What? And if you don't have a topic, I got a topic, man, that we can talk about.
Got a topic? Let's get it. You got it.
All right. So, what is your ideas about the Trump, the tariffs, the things that be going on in our
go straight to politics.
in our economy? Hey, man, it's gonna affect us, though, man. I mean, I don't think we have to be politicians, but I think we have to be aware and talk about it, man.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's just a pissing contest with China mainly.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people, they give shit about Trump, how he's a racist, he's this, he's that, and I understand, I see it too. Like I see it, it's just the way he goes about things is the shit that I tell people, is that instead of him, just being out there and it's just a character. I believe he's just playing a character right now. Like that's his character that he's playing to be able to, like, I guess, try to see who's real, who's not, and like what he can get away with, what he can, and just like, cause he doesn't give a shit if you like him or not, and he shows that. So I respect that, you know. I respect the fact that he's like, you know, I'll do whatever I want, and you know, I'm here for the country and all that. But yeah, like his character is just the way he does things. Like he has good intentions, but he does them stupid. That's how I see it. Like I realize he wants to build. I mean, he does. He wants to build America. You know, make it great again. Like how he has the little MAGA thing and all that. Make America great again. And I understand how he wants to do it and how he's trying to do it. But it's just he's just going about it the wrong way. He's pissing off too many people while he's trying to do it. But if you guys kind of look past the racism and past just the ignorance that he's portraying and all that, you'll realize he's actually a really smart person. Like that motherfucker knows what he's doing, and he's fighting for our country. Like he's like, nah, fuck y'all. Like I don't care. Like I want America to be good, you know. Like, and in the long run, you know, those tariffs and all that, I can see how it'll help and it won't help. You know, I like I said, I usually, you know, look at both sides and compare them, and you know, base my judgment off of having all the information, not just partially or not just one side, because then that'll just make you a stupid ass. But yeah, like he has the tariffs. He wants to end up, you know, basically stopping countries from taking advantage of us, which I see. You know, like how he's doing with China is that the motherfuckers, you know, I understand that we buy more shit from them than they buy from us, and that's putting us in the negative and all that for them. But at the same time, it's like we're doing something similar to other countries. And so for that situation to be fixed, we got to end up fixing that too. And I think that's what he's working on right now. That's why he paused the rest of the tariffs. And right now he's still continuing China's. He's like going back and forth with them. Because yeah, I mean, China's, I mean, they're pretty big. You know, they have a lot of, you know, high tech stuff and all that. Like they're probably the most threatening out of anybody else. Like any other country is probably them that's threatening. But you have to realize that, I mean, America's been fighting wars and winning wars forever. It's like, and if it ends up coming down to it, I mean, we're not gonna lose. And I don't think they want to step into that front, but it's more of a, like I said, pissing contest. They just want to be like, no, we're the badass, or we're the badass, and it's just how he's playing that character, like I said. But yeah, inflation is gonna hit us. Hopefully, you know, that ends up calming down a little bit. It's just, it sucks because the way tariffs are, and this is just from my experience, from what I learned, is that yeah, like if a company's, you know, like how it's going on with China, when if they create a $7 shirt, they sell it to us for like, no, if they make a $4 shirt, they sell it to us for $7. We're the ones that end up jacking up the price and making it $30 to $35, and that sucks. We're like shooting ourselves in the foot. You know, we're taking advantage of our own people, and we need to stop that too. Because if they end up inflating those tariffs and all that, and we just go with like, all right, we're gonna make a little bit of profit, but we're not gonna take advantage either, the inflation wouldn't be that high. It would still be a little bit of inflation, but it wouldn't be that high. So it's not just their fault. It's greedy companies' fault too, because they're the ones that want to be like, oh, you know, we got this tariff, we have to pay them what, $5 more. We're gonna charge our consumer another $60 or something like that. And it's like, no, you're doing the wrong thing. And then how Trump wants, you know, he wants more companies to start building their factories and all that and creating more jobs here, which is understandable, you know, like fuck, you know, those living conditions that they're in, you know, child slave factories that they have going on in the other countries, just because their laws are more lenient and all that. It's still not the right thing to do. Like it's something that should be looked at, and it should be established throughout the whole world, you know, living wages, you know, just better conditions and stuff like that. But it's not gonna happen. It's wishful thinking. That's all it is. You know, thankfully America has those regulations. You know, we don't have child labor here and all that shit. And you know, but yeah, we end up, just because we have those morals, we end up getting the brunt of the force of everybody seeing us as the bad guy, just because of that. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's just a lot of people are just, they don't have the necessary information or the capacity to understand things the way that they work. They just hear something or see something on the internet that, you know, somebody did just because they had 5 minutes to spare and they were bored, and they end up believing that shit. It's like, no, stop being so gullible. You know, you guys need to branch out and look at the information, look for the facts, and then establish your basis and your theory off of that. Don't just say shit because you heard it from somebody else, or somebody said this thing and now you're gonna repeat it and pass it down the line. Like, you guys need to start thinking as a single mind instead of a whole, a whole controlling, unit and all that. Like, you guys are all thinking the same shit. Like, no, be your own person, have your own thoughts, come up with your own theories, and that's it. But I mean, I don't know, tariffs, they could work, they could not work. We just gotta wait and see. That's the best thing to do, is just, like I said, gain that experience and see what happens. And hopefully, I mean, down the line, our kids or our kids' kids, they end up having things a lot cheaper. They have better technology, better relations with other countries, and they don't have to go through any of this that we've been through. You can only hope and pray for a better future for them. The best thing you can do right now. So we just gotta wait and see. Yeah, what's your thoughts on that, on the tariffs? Trumpa stuff.
I think they've already kind of worked. My opinion is somewhat with Alex, but also it's different at the same time. I think that they've already worked. I mean, different countries, when the tariffs, like for example, Japan, Vietnam, a lot of those countries came forward and they were saying that we understand our tariff prices, and we're overcharging you so much, and we're just waiting for you to notice it and talk about it. I think over 50 countries had stepped forward and they were willing to negotiate. I think China was, back in the 1970s, when China joined the World Trade Organization, they came out swinging because they were offering prices that were far more cheaper than America. Then America started taking out, in Detroit, they started taking out all their car factories. They started taking out all their mass production warehouses around the country and started putting them all in China because it was so cheap. The labor there was so cheap. But also too, at the same time, when you look at America's, I think it was like $26.2 trillion worth of debt. I mean, I look at that and I kind of think of when America in 1970 took out all of our jobs and we put it all in China. Then I kind of understand why Trump is pushing so hard for these tariffs. Also too, man, I think they've worked. I mean, Obama, Biden, I mean, all the people who were before Trump, there was no change. And I mean, our debt was still in the trillions of dollars. And I think it was the right move and right decision. You have to shake something up. You have to take a risk. I think it's like when someone is overweight and they're trying to just start and, they're trying to lose weight and they're going through all the struggles and stuff and they hate it. They're uncomfortable with it. I think it's like almost the same thing as America going through right now. When Trump slapped those tariffs on everyone, I don't know if it was just like a thing where it was kind of like a control thing on the internet, probably was. But I looked at all the comments and everyone was talking how bad he was doing this. And now, I mean, what was it, 2 days ago, he raised the tariffs and it cooled down and the markets freaking shot up and everybody was cool. And that's when he paused the tariffs. And I mean, the market just went crazy because I guess a lot of countries came to negotiate. But man, I just think it's something we gotta try, man. I mean, we weren't trying before as America, and now we're trying, so it's been a little bit better. It's like something. At least we're doing something. We're trying something new. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. The Democratic Party is gonna take the reins, and they're gonna be in charge of doing stuff like that. They're just waiting for opportunities. So I don't see a lose in this situation. And also too, we got a lot of commitment from big companies to create factories and warehouses back in America. So Apple was one of them. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors, the guys who give the AI chips to Intel, AMD, all them, they're pledging to make some factories over here. Hyundai, they're pledging to make factories here. I mean, there's so much people. Like, there's so many all the big countries, they're all in China. Now they're all coming back because Trump did all these tariffs, and we would have never had got these deals if he didn't put those or implement those in place, or try to, scare him or do something, they negotiate with him, But man, I trust Trump kind of more than a lot more politicians. I'm not a Trumper or anything like that. I don't like to be in politics, but I mean, it's something different. I'm pro America. I want America to win because I live in America and I was born here. I'm not like a red, white, and blue, like America, guns, like blah, 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 bald eagle just freaking flying in there. Yeah, I guess so. Nah, I don't. I love Mexican, man. But it's just like, everything has to be done the right way, right? But all I'm just saying, if it puts more money in our pockets in the long run, and if it makes our country a little bit more safer and a little bit more cleaner, because when you create poverty and you create struggle, that's when you create crime. So if you mitigate the crime and you raise the economy and people are getting paid more, people can they can afford their interest rates, they can afford their groceries more, they can afford all these things on the long term. I'm not talking about short term, but long term, and it lasts for a longer period of time compared to that short period of time. I'll take that every day. I'll take the delayed gratification any day over the instant, because it's quick. It's here today, gone tomorrow. So I mean, that's what I view on it. So yeah, Alex.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just having to lie here and just wait and see what happens. I mean, yeah, just it's unfortunate that all the companies and all that moved over there just to try to get things cheaper. But it's like I said, it all comes down to greed. It's not just China's fault. It's the companies that decided to move over there. It's their fault too. It's just the fact that a lot of our presidents just stopped trying to make America better and think for America. Instead they're more into like trying to keep our allyship and all that. It's like, no, make sure we're good before we start trying to help other people. Like, we need to help ourselves first. Like, we're top priority, which is like how you say you're pro America. I mean, obviously I am too. I want my kids to grow up in a better future. I want them to not worry about losing their jobs, not getting paid enough, not being able to afford a house. I want them to be able to have an easier life, but not to where it's given to them. Like, we're gonna have our struggles, we're gonna go through all that experience, and that's good experience to have. But hopefully this tariff situation works, and we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully like they explained it in a way where they say obviously inflation is gonna happen, it's gonna go up. A lot of these other people are going more in depth, saying the tariffs aren't gonna fix shit, or it's gonna be like a little band-aid and that's it. It's just at least something's happening, at least something's new is happening, at least somebody's taking that charge, and it's like I said, that's his character. He goes about it somewhat the wrong way, but he's a smart dude. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's just trying to make sure everybody's gonna end up having a better future and all that stuff, which at least I'm hoping. Like I said, I don't know him personally, I don't know his actual character and all that, but just everything he's been doing, he's been planning. It's kind of funny at the same time, but
that guy's crazy, man.
At least he's doing it. At least somebody's doing it. Like, none of our presidents haven't been doing anything like that. Like, they haven't been agitating other countries and being like, look, you need to stop taking advantage of us, fighting for our country, to where they're like, nah, like, we're not gonna take this shit no more. Like, you guys need to realize that we're the big dogs, not you guys. We let you get away with all this shit, but that's stopping now, and we need to make sure shit falls in our favor first before we end up, like I said, helping anybody else.
It's insane. I mean, 2024, I mean the tariff prices, the tariffs to get American goods into different countries were insane. I mean, it's supposed to be a I don't know how you say it, but a even tariff percentage. But even when Trump brought out the tariff chart, I mean, we were still giving them a less percentage compared to them on all of those countries on that chart, man. I mean, or we're doing the 10% on a few countries that were only charging us 10%. But like we were still, for example, I think was it Japan was like 50% and Trump did a 30% tariff. It's still not even when you really think about it. But I mean, we are the biggest consumer, you know. I mean, America is the biggest consumer and they're the biggest super country, you know. But I mean, I could go all day about this, but I mean, either way, man, we want something different, man. I mean, there's nothing has changed, and the debt just grows and grows. And I mean,
Yeah.
you guys think about like how do you even afford to live, you know? Like how can people afford to live on a 30,000, 35,000 an average median income in today's US economy? And it's been getting worse. That was when Biden was in office. That was when Obama was in office.
Now you guys can say all this shit about Trump, but I mean, bro, we had Biden. Who the fuck elected Biden? Like that dude was old and senile. He didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Like more than half of his term. Like what the fuck? And then our politicians and all that. Like we need to start, looking within ourselves and realizing, bro, like some of these people are too damn old to be up there and taking charge of our taxes and our money. Like no, we need smart people that are smart young people that are up there. That can take charge and be more in the front and just. Look for the well-being of our country, not these old people who just want to stuff their pockets and, let other corrupt people get away with shit because they don't even know what the hell's going on. It's like, it's a lot of shit going down, and it's just like we need to fix these issues. But hopefully, this is the first step of many. The tariffs just the beginning. Hopefully, ends up moving on to other things. Because I know a lot of people hate Trump because he was deporting Mexicans and doing all this stuff. With like I said, he's trying to do something positive, but he's going about it the wrong way. And it's like, it's not going to be perfect. Nobody's done it before and done it successfully the first try. It's going to take a couple of tries before it gets to that point where it's good. And even now, I did see something where he said that he's going to try to work with farms and try to work with, factories, try to get them legally here so they can work and then not have to fear anything, which is, I feel like that's a good ass idea. Maybe that was his plan all along, was piss you off because he wants to deport everybody and get them out of here. But hey, you didn't realize he actually wants to bring back the good ones and keep them here, and the hard workers, which a lot of the Mexicans are. And I'm pretty sure that shit will work. Like that shit will benefit the country in the long run. Like he'll end up doing their background checks and all that stuff, making sure they're not cartel, they're not they don't have a criminal history and all that stuff, and bring in the Mexicans that come here to work, to grind, to build a better life for their families. People that want to live that American dream. And I'm all for that. It's like, all right, deport them all and bring in the good ones. As long as he's not just kicking everybody out, even the good ones, and keeping them there. Now, I guess that wasn't what he was doing. So now everybody that was mad about that, I bet y'all feel stupid, because then you're like, oh shit, he did have a plan the whole time. Yeah, guess what? He's fucking thought about it. And he's actually smart. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
But
I mean, too, I don't want all my, pretty much a lot of my coworkers, I think about like 85% of my warehouse are all Mexican, man. I love my coworkers, and I just love Mexicans in general, man. Like without Mexicans here, America would not be the way it is. I mean, Mexicans are a backbone in American I guess the economy, man. Yeah. Everything, man. Like
all that shit, mechanics, your produce, keep the stores running, all that stuff. Like they did a lot of that shit. It's just, and it comes back to that one movie, I forgot what it's called. I think it was a movie about how all the Mexicans disappeared, and the fucking, like, the whole world the whole country just pretty much stopped, because they're like, what the fuck happened? Like nothing was going on, nothing was running, everything was failing. And it's like, because they all disappeared, and everybody's like, fuck, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? It's like, be careful what you wish for, because some shit like that's gonna end up happening. And then all these lazy fat fucks that open their mouths saying, fuck Mexican, this and that, are they gonna go out and hit the fields for like 12 hours a day in the fucking sun? No, they'll fucking get a heart attack the first hour they're out there, or quit. It's like you gotta realize, you know, they're doing the majority of the jobs that these lazy fat fucks that get nothing but welfare and food stamps and all that shit. Like they take advantage of the free shit that they're getting from the tax dollars, and you know, the Mexicans are out there grinding and shit, working for their shit. And it's like, bro, who should you be mad at? The ones that are taking more taxes from you, and the reason why there's so many taxes for everything, and they're getting all this shit, you know, just hand fed to them, or the ones that are out there grinding 12 hours a day in the hot sun to bring you produce that's a lot cheaper than if, you know, other people were, or other countries ended up shipping it through into here. It's like, come on, you gotta weigh the scales and just have common sense and realize, you know, oh shit, something does need to change. And I understand, you know, people need those programs, you know. Yeah, I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm not gonna be negative and just be like, nah, get rid of it. No, there's people that are gonna need it, of course, you know, but regulate it somehow. And I know you guys are gonna hear that word regulate and be like, oh no, you know, the government's gonna take more control and this and this. Like, no, it's just so people don't game the system, which they're doing right now. It's like, you know, that's the reason why we have so many damn taxes, and realize that, you know, we get salty when we're old and we're barely getting a paycheck, but all these other people are getting these free fucking handouts, and we get mad and grumpy and all that is the decisions we made and just keeping our mouths shut and all that. But
yeah,
like I said, we all gotta learn from our mistakes, and hopefully we actually do learn from them. But just like I said, gotta hope for a better future for our future generations too. We'll see what shit Trump gets into now to piss everybody off, and then realize, oh shit, it was all part of his master plan or something, you know. But we'll see.
Right. Yeah, this is like a movie, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Crazy. Everything that's going down.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about next?
Well, we could talk about games. You know, I mentioned it a little bit. I've been playing this new game. I don't know. Well, you probably haven't seen it because you got rid of your social media and all that. But it's called Schedule 1. I've been playing that shit. That shit's fucking. That shit's fucking hilarious. It's literally, you're a drug dealer. You're dead ass a drug dealer. Like, you fucking make, you know, you grow weed and you sell it, and then you grow meth, and well, you make meth and then you sell it, and but the thing is, like,
Bad.
That pretty much is Breaking Bad, but it's funny just because of the way, you know, it was literally one dude that created the game, and that shit blew up overnight, and everybody's playing that shit, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And I played that shit, and that shit sucked me in. I was like, fuck it, I'll play it. It's actually like it's a grindy game, but it's not multiplayer or ranked or none of that bullshit, which, you know, stresses you out. This is more of you got free time, you know, you accomplish, you know, a lot already throughout the day. You just want to sit down and relax and, you know, not have to do a lot of shit. I mean, that's the game right there. I mean, it's fun, it's funny. You can play with your friends and all that shit, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good game. I mean, I'll give it like a 8 out of 10 if anything. That's the only game that I've recently like played that I've had fun in. That I'd say was worth the $20.
What's the game called?
It's called Schedule 1.
Schedule 1.
Schedule 1.
Right,
well, it's schedule, and then it's a I, but it's just look up like schedule. I will just look at the videos and shit on YouTube and all that, so you could get the gist of what it is. But it's literally like, you're a drug dealer, like you're growing shit and all that, and a lot of people are gonna see that as like, oh, what the fuck, like that's like, if you haven't already seen the videos and you're just going based off of the information I'm giving you, then you're gonna be like, like what the fuck, like, that's kind of stupid. But if it's a game to just enjoy and have fun in, like you're not gonna fucking learn how to be an actual drug dealer and do it, even though it kind of does seem like you could learn from it, just because of how in depth that shit is. Like that shit's fucking, it's funny, but it's like, it's a little grindy, it's a little like simple. It's like nothing where you have to put too much thought into it and all that, and like nothing you have to speed run or none of that. Like you could take your time and, you know, just enjoy it, and, you know, just get that. I guess it's more of a game that gives you a different perspective. It's like a simulator, if anything. But it's I don't know, it's pretty funny. It's like cartoonish and all that, so it's not like super realistic. And then like I said, it's one creator, like one dude made that shit, and that shit blew up. And like, yeah, that game's, I've been playing that shit like nonstop pretty much
Good for
this
him,
past
man.
2 weeks. Yeah, that fool.
Yeah,
Created
good for
something
him,
pretty
man.
good, and
It's addicting, yeah.
he made that. He took that step. He took that step, and he made that game by himself. And look at what happened. So you guys just gotta take that step.
Yeah. I mean, what I've been playing, I don't know if you guys play this game. It's called Scrabble. I mean, you guys.
I'm not, what the fuck is that
joking.
about?
It's a board game.
I don't know, man. I've only played Tic-Tac-Toe. That's the only one I've played.
Oh man, honestly, I haven't been playing any games, man. I've just been on my grind. I've been on YouTube. Been on YouTube. I mean, I always am on YouTube. That's it, man. Like, that's all I go, and I just haven't been gaming that much. Just different journey of my life, so
Yeah.
that's what it is. A little bit boring, but hey, my life. So I don't really care what you guys care about. So.
Yeah. To each your own. I'm not gonna say there's a right way and a wrong way of doing things. It's just he's on his grind. I'm over here, doing overtime and then playing fucking a drug simulator. But hey, at least
I might dabble in
chilling.
the new GTA though. I gotta
GTA
wait for the
and
new GTA. I might
for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna dabble in that
those.
for sure. I definitely gotta try that out, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a brainer, man. It's just fun, I'll dedicate some time for that. I'll scoot in some time for that for a little bit. But GTA, that's the one I look forward to. I don't really like going into Call of Duty or like competitive games anymore. It just becomes too dopamine strong. When you win something, you want another one. You lose something, you want to always regain that win back.
Hey, what's up?
I don't want to do this. Yeah, I just don't want to do this stuff anymore. So I mean, COD and all those type of games, it's not my vibe anymore, for sure.
Yeah, Call of Duty dropped off. It just, like I said, got more money hungry, and it got unfun. Unfortunately, I missed the old Black Ops 2. That's my shit right there. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. Those were the bangers.
You don't feel like you got rigged, man. You don't feel like you got rigged in those games, man. But in this game, man, it's like transactions. It's like a science to like you buying DLCs and doing all this bogus stuff, and then they kind of like boost how you play on the game, and like it or not, they deny it and say this, but then on another side they're saying that servers deal with how you play, and like I don't know, it just doesn't make sense, man. I remember when everyone used to play on Black Ops 1 and everyone was kind of like even.
We were
like
having fun. We were excited to get on that Friday night. Like, I would take my PS3 to my friend's house, and we would have like TVs right next to each other, and we'd be fucking grinding and playing that shit.
Man.
Like, man.
Zombies is always fun.
The shit. Yeah, zombies is the shit. I love.
But now it's like a freaking number. Like I feel like I'm in school in math class when I'm freaking
the Easter eggs,
the game.
The Easter eggs used to be fun.
What
and now
is
they're
this,
more
bro?
like grinding.
The Easter eggs used to be like for cavemen. It used to be so fun. Like
there was a lot of steps. It was simple, but it was fun to do. It was satisfying to do.
I need to freaking hit
like
something
a calculator
twice,
and then
go so many miles and hit this thing, and then go find a bunker and freaking type in a code. I'm like, what? Like, bro, like I remember you used to just like aim at something, you see a little monkey in a corner or something, you just shoot it, go look for the other thing. It's just so simple, man. But
they overcomplicated it, and then like I said, they got more money hungry, and
they must have hired Albert Einstein over there. I don't know why it's so. Man. I think complicating things make things better. And makes it work.
The last good zombies was what, Black Ops 3, I think it was. Or
3 probably, yeah.
No, I think it was
Black Ops.
Was it
4? I think it was 4. No,
I don't know, honestly. Maps, where they remade the maps and shit. I think it was 4, where they did the Mob of the Dead again and all that shit. Pretty sure it was 4. I think 4 was the last good one.
But everything else was trash. Cold War was trash. Freaking MW3 remastered. MW3, but it's not MW3, but it's not a remastered, but it's still called MW3 in the title. It's stupid.
Trash. What was that other one called? Was it Ghost? I think it's Call of Duty Ghosts, right? The one
Not
that
too
everybody
sure.
hated. I'm pretty sure.
No,
I
a
think
lot
it
of
was
people
called
liked Ghosts. They
Yeah,
liked
I
the
like Ghosts. No, a
multiplayer
lot of people
Ghosts.
hated it. I love the multiplayer on that one too.
I
That
didn't
one was
like
sick.
Ghosts.
I
I
like
was
using the Honey
always
Badger. The Honey Badger was my shit on that game.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Everybody
but
hated that shit.
I was a Treyarch kid. I
Uh.
love the colors and I love the mysterious like feel you get from a Treyarch game instead of Infinity Ward. I feel like that's more of an actual like military style type of game, but I like the cartoon / a dark feel, a slight like horror type of feel, and more vibrant, of course. You know, and that's what I prefer. But I was always a Treyarch guy. I mean, when what's his name? Wasn't I keep wanting to call him Mark Zuckerberg, but it's not Zuckerberg. Who's that old guy who left Treyarch?
Fucking.
What's his name? Forgot. David Vonderhaar. David Vonderhaar. Yeah, he left Treyarch and it just got canned. It was
shit.
Yeah.
Well, because he
man.
knew what was gonna happen. He didn't want to be there when it turned to shit, and everybody would blame him. So he did. I think he did a smart move. He was like, no, like they're gonna end up being money hungry, and you know they're gonna end up prioritizing getting funds instead of making an actual good game, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, no, I'm jumping off this sinking ship. But unfortunately, you know, shit's not gonna get done until people realize, you know, that we have the power as a consumer, as a buyer. You know, we don't have to buy their games. We can just be like, no, we're done. Until you give us what we actually want, we're not gonna buy shit from you no more. We have that power. It's our power. Like, we control it. They don't control shit. They could create the game or whatever. They can't control us. They can't take our money. You know,
Consuming,
we have to buy it.
Yeah, let's make games let's make games great again.
That ass make games great again.
Yeah, let's make games great
MGGA,
again.
MGGA.
Yeah, man.
Jeez. Oh man, bring back Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Like, just update the visuals.
Remaster, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do nothing else, man.
Don't add shit. Just leave it the same. Just update the graphics.
Don't put
That's it.
Battle Pass.
That's all you gotta do.
Don't put nothing, dude. Don't
Literally.
even make it free, bro. Don't even.
That's all they gotta
free.
do. Like, I'll rebuy that shit. Just update the visuals and the graphics and leave everything else exactly the same. Like Modern Warfare 3, do the same shit. Do the same shit.
See, regular like how it used to be. That was way more better. I love doing that. I love spending $50 on a freaking DLC.
Yeah, I'll do that shit too. Yeah, I'll do that.
I don't like spending $50 on a battle pass with some ugly skins in it. I'm not interested.
Fucking skins and shit.
Yeah, dude, man. Like ugly skins too, man. I mean, yeah, I do miss since I haven't been playing. I do miss Apex. Apex was such a fun game.
Yeah, they got an update.
I bet you they got a whole bunch of updates.
They revamped the assault people now, and then they nerfed the healer people.
But what's new? What's new? Same thing. I'm not missing out. I'm not missing out. Same thing. It's always
I don't touch it unless I play with somebody. Like, I ain't gonna play that shit.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
It's not worth it.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. But yeah, man.
Borderlands 4 though, I'm excited for that.
Definitely I always like Borderlands. Borderlands is a fun game.
First one I loved. The second one was dope as fuck because of Krieg. That's my favorite character out of the whole Borderlands series. Is Krieg. I fucking love that dude. Borderlands 3 was cool. Tiny Tina's Wonderland was okay. I mean, they took a step, you know, in a different direction. I respect it. It's okay. It's pretty fun. I mean, if you play it just to play it and not compare it to the other Borderlands, I think it's good. It's a good game. But yeah, that one was okay. I mean, it was playable. I beat it and all that.
The movie I heard was trash.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't even watch it. Yeah, I heard it was absolute garbage. I was like, nah, I don't want it to fuck up my image of Borderlands anymore. Like,
you got Kevin
Hart as Roland. Who the fuck? Why? Roland was like a mercenary big dude. Like, Terry Crews would have played him way better. But they fucking would have fit the role a lot better. But Kevin Hart is just like, what the fuck? Like, they try to make him comedic and all that. And Roland in the Borderlands series, that fool was a soldier, like a lieutenant, serious, a commander. Like, that motherfucker was there.
Yeah.
But then you have this funny dude trying to play that role and trying to be funny in there. It's like, come on, man. Like, why are you guys killing
Yep.
his image for? Like, fuck. Like, you could have made him claptrap. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
make that fool claptrap since he's a fool. Like, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, I didn't
Yep.
watch it either. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to ruin that image I have of it. I'm okay.
Yeah. Hey, since we're in movies and games and stuff like that, me and my son last week we went to go see Minecraft, man.
Yeah, I'm
Jack
gonna take
Black.
the kids tomorrow to go see that one.
I don't want to get into it too much since you haven't seen it, but it's interesting. I'll just tell you this: there's not a main character. There's like 4 people, and it kind of just goes between it's Jason Momoa,
Yeah, Jack
And-
Black. And
Jack Black, and some kid and some girl. So I mean, good. We'll talk about that later, but it's a cool movie.
I'll talk about it
Moana-
tomorrow and shit.
Yeah, Moana 2, you know what I mean? On the Hawaii side, man. I watched
What can I
that.
say except
Yeah.
you're welcome.
It was cool,
That's
man.
your people,
I love
that's your
Moana 2,
people.
man. It's my people, man.
you gotta support your people, man.
Yeah, man. All my polys out there, man.
Sheesh.
Hello, all my polys, bro. Yeah, man. But it was cool, man. I've been watching a little bit of stuff like that with my son. Just a family movie. And
I watched Daima.
I haven't been watching
I
it.
finished it. I think
I've
it
been
finished, right?
watching.
Pretty sure it finished.
I think it finished, but I haven't. We'll probably catch up a little bit on it this weekend. But me and my wife, we've been. She's catching on the Dragon Ball Z Kai, so we're in the Majin Buu thing for her. I've already watched it, but yeah, it's she's. I think Majin Buu just came out, and he's just Buu.
Yeah.
And she's enjoying that. So we've been watching that.
Yeah,
That's
I just finished Solo Leveling. Finally finished. That shit was. I highly recommend Solo Leveling. If you guys haven't watched
Gotta
it,
watch it.
watch that shit. That shit is fire. That shit was damn.
Yeah,
That shit
watch
had me pumped. Like literally, I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like, oh man, that shit was sick. I fucking love that anime. That's another one of my favorite animes right there. Like that shit, the action and all that. And I'm hyped that they're gonna make season 3 too. I'm like, fuck. I wasn't expecting it because they had supposedly said rumors where the dude was like, "Nah, we're not gonna make any more. Like that's it." But no, I guess season 3 was announced, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna make it." I was like, shit. I'm hyped.
Nice.
It has a little like you haven't seen it, but the second season has a little tie-in with Hunter x Hunter. You know, the big guns in Hunter x Hunter. You know the Chimera fucking arc. It's somewhat similar. You're gonna compare them, but that shit was sick though. I liked it.
What? They're together?
No, they.
Is it like a G.I. Joe and Transformers
Kind of the
thing?
same thing, yeah. G.I. Joe went in there to recruit him.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! They went to the fucking G.I. Joe showed up to recruit the fucking Straw Hat Pirates.
Oh my
I
god.
would tell Luffy like, "Oh, G.I. Joe wants you," and he gave him the card.
That was like one of the worst mashups. I know they did it back in the day, but when you look at it in a modern screen, it's horrible, bro. Like,
If it makes sense,
goodness.
then yeah, it's cool. Like they did Freddy versus Jason, horror movies. Yeah, okay, it ties in. But fucking, what was it? Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Transformers and G.I. Joe. I was like,
Oh
what the
my
heck
God.
is this?
We haven't heard anything about it, huh? They haven't said shit about it.
I mean, I would just end it there because like it's so bad. Like,
Yeah, don't do it.
I don't know. Definitely
Don't do
got to
it.
make fun of that.
Yeah, that shit
I
was
don't know.
funny though. that shit was like, I couldn't even fucking have any idea of that shit was gonna end up happening.
I didn't even know that was gonna even pop up like
Yeah.
even one bit in my
I
head.
did not
I was like,
expect that
what?
at all, like whatsoever. That shit was so unexpected,
Trash.
so
man.
fucking random and shit.
Hot trash. Hot trash.
Yeah, movies,
Yeah.
video games. I mean, nothing else really, video game wise, other than like I said, fucking Borderlands, and the new GTA. Hopefully that shit comes out soon. Oh, Pokemon. Oh, the new Switch 2. Switch 2. I'm definitely gonna get that shit.
I heard it got paused
They got the pre-orders got paused because of the tariffs.
the tariff and all that.
But
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm gonna do like overtime and shit. And I'm gonna fucking buy that shit. Cause yeah, I want it. I want like a handheld again to where I can play wherever and shit and just use it, and that's just gonna be a lot more
Yeah.
powerful. So, and then I miss the Pokemon
Yeah.
games. You know, I'm always gonna love the Pokemon games. I mean, the last one was shit.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet just ran like shit. It was complete hot garbage. But Legends EA, you know, they're the ones that made Legends Arceus, and I loved Legends Arceus. You know, that shit was fucking fire. So I have hopes for this one. Not high hopes, but I have hopes. Just, you know, if they stick to the same concept as that one and have their little upgrades here and there, like, it's gonna be a good game. So that one, yeah, definitely gonna get that shit. And then Mario Kart Open World.
The Mario Kart, yeah. My son, man, he loves, like, he plays his Mario Kart every day. Like, I'm gonna get that for him. And too, I'm pretty excited to see what kind of updates they have with the Nintendo Switch 2, man.
Well, they already showed it and everything.
Well, I mean, like when you see it in person, like I want to make the comparison side by side. You know, I want to see like,
screen,
oh wow,
you know, it's bigger too. So
yeah, I just want to get the feel for it, see how smooth it runs when you're actually looking at it. I don't care about when they tell me all the specs and stuff. I would like to see it in person, and I'll be happy with that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that shit's hype. So yeah, Nintendo Switch 2, sick. Pokemon, sick. Borderlands 4, sick. Minecraft movie. Has there been any other movies that have been out? That are pretty good and shit?
Good.
I'm gonna take the kids to go see The King of Kings next week for Good Friday. My mom wanted me to take him to go see that, which, yeah, I mean, I feel like it'll be beneficial for them. That way they can see, you know. I think it's about Moses or something. A biblical movie, but not to the point.
Yeah,
I've
never seen it or
anything. Yeah, they released it in theaters, and I'm gonna go take them to see that next week. But this week, I wanted to take them to go see Minecraft because they've been wanting to watch that. So definitely looking forward to that. But
I mean, you gotta give some time to God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta give something.
Gotta be thankful. But,
right.
Yeah, so we touched on video games. I'll probably schedule one of these days, maybe. I mean, probably start like a new save or something. I have noticed the issue I have though with video games is I try to play optimally a lot on the video games I play. And I feel like that ruins the fun for me. I noticed that a lot. So now I'm gonna try to just be like, I'm gonna avoid looking at tutorials of what's the best this and this, and what's to do this and this to grind faster, this. I'm just gonna play the game. I'm not even gonna. I think that ruins it for me a lot too. Like on a lot of these games, just like looking at the shortcuts for this and finishing the game faster by doing this and getting the highest quality of this. Like, nah. Remember when games used to be like you fucking would have to figure it out on your own, and that was the most fun when you finally got it. Like, I guess I need to go back to the old head strats, you know, start doing that shit again. But,
yeah, man. I mean,
but yeah, I'll definitely just run up with schedule and just stream it.
Yep, just do it, man.
Yeah, man, I gotta set up in here a lot better though, or I don't know. I'll probably have to just stream it from where I have my computer right now, and I probably won't have the webcam on though. I have it in the living room, I set up, and I don't really want to move it. I don't want to move it in here because I don't want that shit to end up getting messed up.
Or walkthrough. Just do a walkthrough, man. Voiceover walkthrough.
Yeah.
Part 1, part 2, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game's pretty chill. I like it. Not bad.
Awesome.
Minecraft, you know, I've always liked playing Minecraft, modern Minecraft. That shit's always fun. Shit.
Lava Chicken. That's all I can say. Lava Chicken.
Angry Bird, man. Angry Bird was the best game ever, man. They had to take that shit off of the marketplace and everything because it was so good.
They took it off the market?
Yeah, they took it off the App Store and all that shit. They been took it off.
Angry
Bird? A long time ago, yeah.
Not Angry Bird. It's
not Angry Bird. It's Flappy Bird.
Flappy
That's
Bird.
That's the one. That's the banger right there. Not Angry Bird.
I was like, my son still plays Angry Birds.
Yeah, no, Angry Birds is chill, but Flappy Bird was the best one right there.
I remember that. Yeah,
I think had that shit on your phone. You could sell that shit for like 10 grand and shit. Because you had the game in there. Like, oh,
that's insane, bro.
Hey man, people grinding, man. People grinding.
This world is not smart sometimes. 10 grand is insane.
But yeah, I mean, as far as what's been going on, I mean, shit, look at my fucking wall. I gotta hang up my other panels on the other side, and I'm fill those up too with another brand of like lures that I use. But I really want to get into, like I said, making lures, making my own soft plastics, and seeing how good they are. And I already have ideas of how I want to create them. The only thing is like I gotta learn how they make the molds. I want to make my own molds. I don't want to buy the generic ones, you know, that Amazon has, which I'm still gonna do, is just so I can have my stockpile, you know, of what I want, and reuse the fucked up plastics and shit that I mess up. But yeah, I want to get into that shit. I feel like that shit looks like a lot of fun. Creating your own lures and shit, and then going out and testing them out and realizing like, oh, the fucking fish like this shit because they've never seen it before, and making your own colors and all that. But I'll probably stream making lures too and shit once I get that going. And then once I start doing more woodworking, and I got a book for woodworking too, I need to go through that. Fucking create shit. But I ended up buying a lawnmower last weekend too.
Nice.
I bought a sick ass Honda lawnmower.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit. I mowed the front lawn and shit. Oh man, that shit was so satisfying. People were driving up and they were like asking me for my card, my business card and shit, to do like lawn care.
The hell?
No, I'm just kidding.
They're like,
look at this Mexican. Oh, look at this Mexican.
Of course he
cutting the white man's lawn.
God, he's crazy.
But now that shit was satisfying. Like literally, I caught myself like on, what was it, like maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I just went into the garage and I was just looking at it. I was like, damn. I can't wait to cut the backyard and shit. That's how it be. Like, trust me, once you get your house and you get your lawnmower and all that, oh man,
it's yours. You're
gonna be like that. Yeah,
it's yours.
That's how you're gonna be. Like, guarantee you're gonna be like, fuck, like, I can't wait to use this shit. But yeah, like I have it over there and shit. Like, I'm like, damn, I have some fun with that shit. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was exciting. That was a good step. I need to buy the edger, and then I need to buy the hedge cutters because I need to fix my hedges soon. But yeah, I'll probably end up getting those this weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
That's pretty cool.
Home ownership, man. Like, it's tough. I'm not gonna say it's not stressful. It's a little stressful, but as long as you're smart with your money and you have shit covered, just go with it. Do it. Or houses get more fucking expensive and shit. They're gonna go up and they're gonna continue going up. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna go down.
Yeah.
Just a stepping stone. Get my house, then get my land, build my ranch. It. The
Get those long pointy boots.
Yeah.
A big belt buckle and stuff. And cowboy hat.
Fucking Dimmadome hat and shit.
Dimmadome hat, yeah. Fairly Odd Parents, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah, I just for me, I'm deep into personal growth. I'm deep into reading up. I mean, I got a whole bunch of books now, man. I got any book you can think of about personal growth and development. I'm gonna be doing schooling again. I did a course on fundamentals of investing. Got that done. I mean, I'm gonna go do another class. It's Harvard X. It's a business for entrepreneurs class or whatever. So I'm gonna be doing that next. I gotta save up for that. And I mean, we're paying all of our bills, not being stressed out anymore. We're trying to do things the correct way, financially free way. And we're just trying to save up. I mean, my union job, I got a union job. It's a blessing. Carpentry, Alex is trying to get into it. I'm telling him, hey, you gotta do this. It's good too at the same time. Alex, he's starting to find that's pretty cool. I think as a man, you should work with your hands too, man. Like, you should know how to do basic functions, know how to use a drill, know how to mess with a saw. Table saw, just a little bit advanced, I guess. But like a chop saw, I mean, you should definitely know, or a skill saw, you should know. As a man, how to swing a hammer. But there was this guy on YouTube. He had a really good channel. He teaches. It's like a dad channel.
Yeah, I've been watching
he teaches a lot of good stuff, man. I don't know
highly
his name.
recommend that channel.
But yeah, super cool, man. As a man, you should be doing certain things, changing a tire, changing oil. I mean, fixing, repairing your house, stuff like that. I think you should learn. But yeah, man, me and Alex, we're both on the self-improvement journey. We're just trying to figure out different ways to win with our family, with our lives, with our jobs, with our business, with our mindset. So that's what we're trying to do. Alex, look at that. He got all that shit in the background. He's probably going to make a business out of it. It looks like.
I hope so.
I mean,
hey, that's
yeah,
the goal.
dude.
We'll see.
I mean, that seems pretty dope. I mean,
we'll see what
everyone
I create.
likes fishing.
Yeah, what I create. Especially over here. I feel like over here it'll blow up. Like a lot of people fish over here in Texas. And
oh, yeah.
I mean, shit, like I'll make connections with other fishermen that I see and shit like around the area and be like, hey, man, you want to try this? You know, I created these and I already have a plan. Like I'm already doing that shit, like going through the process in my head. So I'm like, yeah, just gotta make that first step right there for that plan, you know. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order some molds and all that and get that going, and then end up learning how to make my own molds and then get that going. And like I said, already planning it out in my head, what steps to take, and yeah, hopefully it ends up being something that I end up getting real involved into and end up being like, oh, I don't need my job no more. I'll rather do this. And then that's
time,
the goal,
man.
right there. That's the goal. But baby steps, But yeah.
Yep. That's all. That's the goal, man. Have enough time, man. It's not about money. It's not about all that. It's about time when you really think about it. The time you want to wake up and do what you want to do, you need time. We trade our time every day. We go to our jobs. So I mean, time. We want to figure out how to maximize our time and do it right. So
yeah.
But that's all I got, Alex.
Same here. Probably throw up another stream tomorrow. Podcast. We'll see what we talk about. I mean, I kind of want to show off what I have in my workshop. My lures and all that stuff. What I've been throwing. I mean, I could probably go over my setups, my rods, how my tackle boxes look like, the ones that I take out and stuff like that. I mean, I'll be more than happy to show you guys and what I'm throwing this summer. I'll see if you guys are probably throwing the same shit or never seen it before in your lives and want to try it out. I'll recommend some stuff, but yeah.
Summer colors bait.
Yeah. No, there's different colors and shit too that you throw.
No, I bet
throughout the year. Yeah, it makes a difference. It does make a difference. Size, sure. Color, how they're fished, like fast, slow, medium. They're hopped and bro, it's a lot of like, but you don't need all of that experience to be able to fish either. Because I literally fished without knowing any of that, and I was still catching a lot of fish. So it's like, don't get scared away by, oh man, I need to learn all this. Find the best lures. No, you can catch fish on anything. The lures are there to catch fishermen, not the fish. But it's fun to use the lures though. That's what they don't tell you. They try to make it seem like it's a bad thing to buy lures. It's not a bad thing. It's a good experience. It's fun to use different types to fish them differently. You don't always have to just use a fucking worm and a bobber and that's it. Trust me, like, do what you want to do. Fish how you want to fish. If they're trying to tell you that that's the wrong way of fishing, fuck them. Don't listen to them. Fish how you want to fish.
Go get a stick and a string right now.
There you go, and you'll catch fish. Guarantee you'll catch fish. Fucking pick up a crooked on the side of the fucking dirt with that stick and string, and you'll catch something.
Yeah. Hepatitis. Man.
Yeah.
Pull out a freaking
use that syringe you found on the floor, and
that's your bait right there. That's your hook right there.
Jeez, yeah, just take off the needle and shit,
Just joking, of course.
But yeah. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right there. I mean, man, we were talking about a lot of random stuff. Keep in mind, this is all of our own opinions. You know, don't take anything, you know, as seriousness or as, you know, fucking facts or anything like that. It's just our opinions. We're all entitled to our own opinions. You know, if you guys don't agree with something, more power to you. That's good. You have your own brain. You're not following, you know, the media and all that stuff. But but yeah.
If you get mad too, I don't care either. So
yeah, I don't give a shit either, man. Be mad. You know, go cry yourself a river, you know.
Yeah.
Cry yourself a river and go fish in it or some shit, you know, so you catch
go fish in it,
all
man.
the pussy fish that are in there, you know. But yeah, yeah, this is probably gonna be a podcast about, you know, what's in our thoughts, what we want to talk about, our opinions and all that, and then eventually, you know, we'll see, maybe get some special guests or something, you know, in here and get their point of view, and you know, maybe
go
just
get our wives.
you know?
Go get our wives. Today we got my wife. Today you got your wife. Today we got our kids. Oh my god.
Oh man. But yeah, just gonna go ahead and let you guys go here. Just want to say, you know, stay blessed. Stay blessed.
Nah, but for real though, stay blessed. For real.
You know, I pray you all wake up, you all open your eyes, you all enjoy life more, experience the beauty that the world has to offer, and just find happiness in yourselves and find happiness in your surroundings, and just like I said, be more kind, be more loving, you know, help one another, and never try to keep each other down.
Right. Keep winning, man. Keep winning.
This is Fishmo Life. You know, you gotta fish more in your life, so that's why it's Fishmo Life. And yeah, catch you guys on the next podcast.